This conference will now be recorded.
So in the last class, we have started seeing of your type group. What is a type group and what is the importance of creating a type group and how to call the type group in your program. Now we are going to continue with our program ALV with the field catalog. ALV with field catalog. So I'm just going to have ZR 7AM ALV with ALV with structure of field catalog. So now here we do have the structure. So this structure, for this I need to go ahead and create my field catalog. So that's the one thing. So when you want to, what is the importance of creating a field catalog is, so to assign the properties that needs to be shown in your output. The header properties, like I want to make this as my key field. I want to provide a header for this particular field. So to provide all those things, we need to create a field catalog. So now I'm going to create my field catalog. So at the end of the selection, or you can do it in the start of selection also, I'm just going to do it with end of selection. Perform create f cat. So for this, I need an internal table. So let me go ahead and create my field catalog internal table. I'm going to my top and I'm going to create GT underscore field catalog, GT underscore fcat type slis underscore T underscore field catalog ALV. I know the type. So if you want, you go to SE37. So /O SE37 and then open the reuse ALV credit display. And then if you see here, the IT field catalog is of type slis underscore T underscore field catalog ALV. I'm going to provide the same thing over here and I'm going to do my pretty printer. Let me click on save. I'm going back. So I want to fill this. I'm going to say using GT underscore fcat. So I want to fill this one. I'm using my parameters. So I am going to show you that one too. Now double click on this. So click on this subroutine and in F01, I want to create this. Yes, yes. So here also you need to provide using, type slis underscore T underscore field catalog ALV. So now this is an internal table. If you see a T over here, this is an internal table. Now, this is a table type, not internal table. So that means this will work as your internal table. This will work as your internal table. Now this table, we need to fill our data. So I need to fill the data for all my fields. So whatever the fields that are available in your final internal table or final structure, all those fields I need to create. So for all these fields, so let me copy this one. So till here. So Control C, I'm going to paste it over here. So because I need to know my field name, so that's the reason I have pasting it over here. So now we need to create this field. So what are the details I need to provide? So I'm just going to say append value hash, and then I need to provide this, or else you can also say your structure name slis underscore field catalog ALV. So this is my structure which is belongs to this. If I go inside this, so this is of type sys underscore field catalog ALV. So in this, I want to assign my properties of my field. So what are the properties? The first and the foremost property I want to assign is the row ID. So I'm just going to copy it from my program over here. The first position is my column position. Column position is equal to 1. I need that as my first position. And then I want my field name. What is your field name and what is your reference table name? What is your field name and what is your table name? So I'm going to say the field name. Field name is equal to VBELN. And then what is my table name? My internal table name. What is my internal table name? Internal table name is GT underscore. So GT underscore final is your internal table name. So GT underscore final. And then I want to assign the properties. That means the sorry, the header name or the header properties. So I want to provide the header properties for this VBLN. So what is the header? I want to get the description of your header, sales document. So I want this needs to be gets printed. So I need to provide my table name and my field name. That's called as your reference table name. So if I go here, that's the next one I'm going to assign. The reference table name or the reference field name is VBELN, and the reference table name, the name, reference table name is equal to VBAK, VBAK into, so that's it. Any other fields you want, you can go ahead and add that to P underscore GT underscore FCAT. So that's it. This is what I needed. So now I'll just activate my code. So I'll just go ahead and activate my code. So let me go back and I'll try to activate the code from the starting also. Sorry, I'll try to activate my M01 and at the top. So like this. So now the same code I need to copy for all my fields. So now instead of this column position 1, I'm going to change that to my column position 2, column position 1 and column position 2 and all the remaining fields. So this code is the same code which I'm going to utilize for all my fields. So can I go ahead and create a subroutine for this? Yes. So how you have to create it? So I'm going to say perform. So I'll say fill fcat. So so what are the values I needed? The value 2, the column position value 2, and the next one is the POSNR. POSNR is the field value you are providing. And the next one is your internal table GT underscore final, and from which table you want to get it, from which field, POSNR, and what is your table name. So I'll go ahead with my VBAP. So if I go here to your to your to your program, next one is from your VBAP. And then I'm going to change this one. I'm going to change this one. So, or you can using your changing. So as you are going to change this one so that you can know what you are going to change. Now I'm just go ahead and fill this one. So I'm going to say in my F01. So this I'll remove my values. So I don't want that as my pass by value. I'm just going to remove this one. I'm just going to remove this one, and I'll say here what is my type. So you need to provide the column position types and everything. So here I'm going to say type slis underscore T underscore field catalog ALV. So now column position type and everything you have to provide it. So now I think I have provided that in that format. Let me go ahead and check that in our program if I have done this. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that one. So I'm going to this, I'm going to my field catalog main, I'm going to my main 0. So here the column position, so which is nothing but your psi you call. So I'm going to copy this one, I'm going to paste this as type psi you call. Next, what is the next field? The reference field name. So I need to check where is my field name. So this is my field name. So I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to paste this one. And next one is type. So what is your table name? So this is what my table name. I'm just going to paste this over here. And next one is type. So this is your reference field name. So this is what your reference field name. I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to paste it over here. And the next one is the reference table name. Reference table name. I'm just going to paste it this one. So now I'll just copy the entire code what we have done it over here. Copy this one, Control X, and I'm going to paste it over here. I'm going to paste it. Now this is my column position, or you can change the field also as column position. So just for your reference, I'm just going to change this one, and this one is the field name, and this one is the table name, and this one is your reference field name, and this one is your reference table name. So now you need to fill those values over here. So I'm just going to fill up with this p underscore column position, and then you don't need to provide that in your single quotations. And then this one I need to provide that in my field name. So I'm making my code dynamic right now. So table name, and then a reference field name, and then the reference table name, and then your reference table name. So that's it. So now when I do my pretty printer, I'll just align my code so that every field will be at the same position. So this is what the alignment you have to do it. Okay, now I'll just activated it. So now this is what you have to do it for your every field. Now the same piece of logic will be utilized at every place of your table. So now see here VBELN for this. I'm going to say 1, and then this is my VBELN, and here also it's VBELN. So now I need for my ERDAT2. So now this is my the third field, ERDAT, and then ERDAT, and this is from my VBAK. So I'll just copy this one, ERNAM. So I'm going to change this to my fourth field, ERNAM, ERNAM, and this one is also ERNAM. And next, coming to your VBTYP, VB till SPART is from your VBAK. So now I'll just go ahead and say this as my fifth field, and I'm going to take this as VBTYP, and then this one is also here VBTYP. Now AUART, the sixth field, I'm just going to change this to AUA-RT and this one as to AUA-RT. Now my VKO-RG as my seventh field, VKO-RG, and then this one is also like your VKO-RG. Now VTWEG is my eighth field. I'm going to change this as VTWEG, and this one is also to VTWEG. And the next one is SPA-RT, which is my ninth field. SPA-RT, and this one is also from my SPA-RT. Now my 10th field is my material, MATNR, and this one is also from MATNR, and this is from my VBAP. So VBAP till ZIEME. So I'm just going to copy this one. So 11th field, so CHARG, and this one is also from here, CHARG. Next, 12th one is PRODCH, PRODH, and then this one is also from here, PRODH. And the next one is ZMENG 13th, ZMENG, and this one is also from ZMENG. And the next one is ZIEME, ZIEME, and this one is also from ZIEME. The next one is MTART. So this is 14th field and this is my 15th field. So I'm going to change this as MTART, MTART, and this is from my MARA table. MARA. So I'm just going to copy this one. So next, MBRSH, which is nothing but my 16th field. RSH. Now the 17th field, MATKL, and this one is also my MATKL. Now BISMT is my 18th field. BISMT, and then this is also my BISMT. Now MEINS is my 19th field. EINS, and this is also my MEINS. Next, so Konar land 1. So now Konar. So this is my 19th. So Konar, and this one is from my Konar, and this is from my KNA1 table. And now land 1, so 20th field. So this you don't have any other option, you have to fill it like this only, guys, manually. Land 1, and then land 1, and this one is from your KNA1. Now I'll just hold for this land one description and name one. So 21, name one, and this one is also my name one and KNA1. KNA1 only, right? Yeah, KNA1. So I'll just copy this one. I'll come to that land one description at a later point of time. So as of now, let me complete this one. 22, and this one is ORT01 and ORT01. ORT01. And then PSTLZ, so which is nothing but my 23 name PSTLZ, and this one is also the PSTLZ. So let me do my pretty printer so that everything will be aligned. So regio, so which is nothing but my 24, and then this is REGIO and REGIO. So as of now, what I will do, I'll go ahead and comment this land one description, region description, and sales area. I'll comment these fields. So now, pretty printer, I'll go here. I'll also comment this land one, and see parallelly you can work with this because this is one include program and that's a separate include program. One include program and that's a separate include program. You can parallelly work on this both these two things at one single time. So I'm just going to save, activate this one. So this is how you can go ahead and create your field catalog. See, the same code I'm going to be copying, I'm going to be utilizing at multiple places. So this is what, so this is called as your modularization. See, the modularization of the code, I'm going to do my code modularization. Okay, so that's what you have to do it in when you are working in your real time. You have to change the code in a modularized way. See here, now my same code I'm just going to modularize in the way. So now once you have created your field catalog, it's time for you to display the data. It's time for you to display your data. So how I'm going to display perform, I'll just say display underscore data. Now I'll just double click on this, click on yes, and I'm going to my F01. The subroutines has to be in your F01. Now here I'll be going and calling my function module pattern. So reuse ALV grid display. So here in the exporting and in my callback program, I need to call sci cprog. So this is the one you have to call it. So now I'll just go ahead and remove everything except my field catalog. So I'll just keep my layout because I need to work on my layout too. So layout. So this one I'm going to deactivate and I'll just say GT underscore FCAT, and then I don't need these two. I need also sorting, so which I need to fill it at a later point of time, and I don't need any other things. Okay, so now in the tables, I'll just say GT underscore my final, and I am going to raise my exceptions. So that's it. This is what you have to do it. And I'll just go ahead and do my pretty printer and let's activate my code. So let me go back and I'll also activate my M01. So if you want to activate, just click on this display object repository list. You can see that in your SE80 format. SE80 format, and right click over here and just try to activate from the main program, so that if there are any unactivated things, it will just go ahead and activate. See, how many subroutines you have created. All those subroutines you will be getting, all the events it will be showing you, whatever the fields you have declared that will be showing you, and whatever the types declarations you have done, everything it will be showing for you. Now I'll just go ahead and click on execute. I'll just say execute this one. You can able to see your output. Field symbol is not yet assigned. Why this is not coming up? Field symbol is not assigned. Okay. Let me go here to SC38. So program check, extended program check, activate all checks. Let me run this. No issues. So this is globally we have created, that's fine. This is also fine. The text symbol, that's also fine. Okay, this is also fine, and this is also fine. Everything is good only. So let me go to my change mode. Just commented only these three fields, right? Land one description, ratio description, and sales area. Any other fields? So I have created this one too. Yeah, this is good. So now let me keep a breakpoint over here. Let me click on execute. Let me go to my debugger, EF5. F6. F7. So F6, F6. Now GT underscore FCAT contains 25. VBALN, POSNR, ERDAT, ERNAM, VBALN, POSNR, VBTYP, AUA, RT, VKO, RG. Final. This is fine. Any typo mistake? What? No typo mistake also. Okay, let me go inside and debug this function module. Somewhere I have provided a wrong one. It's 25 fields, but when I see it, it's 24 only. See here, 18 and 18. So that's the wrong one. See, the column position, the same column position is showing. So when I go here, when I check this, see, an attempt was made to access to a field symbol that has been assigned a data segment number -1. So data segment number -1. So I have read this. Once I read this, I came to know this is the issue. So now let me cancel this one. I'll go to my change mode. I'll just change this to this one to 19 and 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and you're 25. Now let me activate the code. And now when I click on execute and when I click on execute, second, see 38, I'll try to activate at the starting. So now let me click on execute and then click on execute. So LVC data set field name. This is one error. పైన కదా Okay. So F5, I'm just going to clear all these things, add to one position. So column position read చేస్తున్నాడు. First column position ls field index. So in this ls fcat, I do have my index. Okay, if it is initial, assign component field name of structure ls data to lt field value ls data vbe vbeln. So what is my vbe spelling mistake? See here, vblen, I have done a spelling mistake over here. So that's the main issue. So that's the issue. So let me go here and I'll go to SC38, typo mistake. So change, I'm going to F01. So that's what you need to be very clear when you are writing this. It's VBELN. So VBELN. So now I'm just going to activate this one. I'll just click on execute. I'll just click on execute. Again, my breakpoint has been came up. Now you got your data. See here, the data has been printed. Now that's how you need to check this. So now I'll just go to F8 and see here your data has been filled up. So so you have created your field catalog and it is been filled up. Okay, so this is what you have to do it in case of your. I have provided the material type as a wrong one. Why it is not coming up? Material type. So MTA RT, let's say going to MTA RT. Type of mistake, MTA RT and MBRSH MEI MEINS. So this is what the issues are. So now I'll activate this one. I'll go ahead and click on execute. I'll just go ahead and click on execute. Now you can able to see here your material type, and then you can able to see here. Now here the target quantity and units of price, units of measure. So now this is your currency field. Sorry, this is your quantity field and this is your quantity unit. Now if I go ahead and do a sum on this, it can go ahead and do a total. It can go ahead and do a total. So see here, 0 is my total. So now you can go ahead and do your subtotalings also. On which field you want to do your subtotalings? I want to do my subtotalings on my sales document number. So now see here, the subtotaling is also going to do on your listings. Whatever the items you have, it is going to do your subtotalings. So this is what, so the totalings and subtotalings you can able to do it. Now if I want to do a total in my code level, so on that particular field, where is that? So here you need to go ahead and add, where is this, ZMENZ. So here you need to go ahead and add the extra field called as do sum equal to X. So that's what. So here I'll just say this as P underscore do sum. I'm just going to take this as a type. And what is the type? So I'm just going to slash an SE38. Sorry, SE37. I need my field properties. Okay, that's fine. So I just want to do my sum. So the entire sum I want to do it. So now I'm going to my field catalog. So here my the field catalog ALV, the main one. So the main 0. So here you have your do sum, which is of type C character 1, char 1. So I'm just going to say this as char 1. And now I need to go ahead and assign that one P underscore do sum P underscore, sorry, this is the field name. Do underscore sum is equal to, I need that value as P underscore do sum. So it will do the sum. But now see here, when you are going to see the using parameters over here, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and remaining every places it is 5. So it will show you an error saying that the actual parameters and formal parameters are different. The actual parameters and formal parameters are different. Char 1. So I'm just going to activate this one. Now you can able to see here the different in the number of parameters. So see, the formal parameters are 7, whereas the actual parameters are 6. So now you need to assign one more actual parameter. So that's it. Simply you have to just provide this one like this. Control C. I'm just going to paste it. And then the next field I'm just going to paste that one. The next field I also needs to paste that one. So for every field you have to paste that one for every field. So if you have a blank, you have to just paste that one, so that everywhere the actual parameters and the formal parameters will be the same. It won't create any issues. So now at the starting also I need to go ahead and fill that one. I'm just going to fill for all my fields. See here how beautifully I'm writing my code. So this is what the changes that you can come up when you're working on your reuse ALV grid display. They might asking you add a field, or they might asking you to change the existing one. Like that they will be asking you. Now I'll just go ahead and do my pretty printer. I'll just activate my code. So now when I click on execute, now you won't be able to see that. See here, automatically the do sum will be done by your system itself. Automatically the do sum has been done by your system itself. You don't need to worry about that. The system will take care of that one. Okay. Now, now let me say this is from the standard you are getting the description details and everything. I want, or else I want to make this as my key field. These two are my key fields. I want to make them as your key field. Now what I need to do, I need to go ahead and I'll just say as your X, and this one as your X, and the remaining one I'm going to keep that as your space. I'll just go ahead and copy this one, paste it, and then I'm going to paste this one. I'm just going to paste this one over here, pasting over here. So you need to be very crucial when you are writing this code. So the quotations you need to be, make sure you are keeping for every field. So that's it. Now here I'll scroll down, and what I will do, p underscore key, p underscore key. Let me go ahead and check what is its corresponding type. So the key value is also your character one. So I'm going to take this as type char1. So now let me do with my pretty printer. Let me activate my code. So it's got activated. Let me click on execute and click on execute. Why it's not working as my key field? Sorry, I didn't pass the value over here. In this, I didn't pass a value. So I want to provide that value key is equal to p underscore the key value. P underscore the key. I didn't fill my field catalog over here. So now I'm just doing my pretty printer. Let me activate the code. Let me click on execute and let me click on execute. Now see here, this has become as your key field. So like this. So some of the other properties in the field catalog we'll be checking in your tomorrow's session, and tomorrow's session will be 2 hour session. Remember guys, as I already committed you, so I'm going to take 2 hour session in our tomorrow's class. So this is what your key fields data is. This is how you have to provide your key fields, and then we are going to see how can we change the description of this particular field value. So, and any other properties, I'll go ahead and see it. So if you can work on that, and then we will be going ahead with your layout options. Okay, so that's it. So that's the end of today's session. Before I signing off, any other questions? Okay, I'll consider as no questions, and we'll meet you tomorrow at 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and we'll continue our session, and we'll try to complete the complete ALV uh, till interactive session. Till interactive ALV, we'll try to complete it. Yeah, thank you all.